What's up, everybody? We are going to a very painful review letter for a minor journal. Piece that I'm really happy with. But yeah. So this review includes citations to press articles. Yeah. We need to breathe, my friends. We need to breathe very much. Okay, so what I'll do is I'm actually wrapping up the email, parsing the email. If you want to know how I parse the email, there's a video up on the channel about how to work with revision letters. And yeah. I tell you, my friends, sometimes it's like, it's rough, mates. I mean, arguing that I don't revise the literature accordingly, and then the example is a piece from Forbes magazine. You need to be zen in this business. Zen. So anyway, so we have major points and minor points. Now, this letter is actually, I think, interesting because reviewers seem to be a little bit hostile or ignorant of qualitative methods. So yeah, pretty rough, that is, I will tell you. So, as I told you in the video, really important thing is that you need to do is you need to parse the email, sort of like transform it from review letters into a to-do list, and that helps you take out like things that are like really upsetting. Like one of the reviewers says that, well, I hope this goes somewhere because this is the best I can do for these papers. Like, thank you for adding that sentence at the end of your letter, mate. I mean, I really needed that. That's what everybody needs. Good. So yeah. Also, let me just check here. We had a pretty good month of January here. I don't need to check this paper. This paper has been in review for a year and a half. So pretty good month with 2 papers sent out. One is conditional acceptance. One is second round revised and submit. So it looks pretty good. I didn't work on this at all. So let's do this. Now, let's look at this review. Now you'll see that basically this review, there are 3 big things to do in this review. One is about methods, okay? So basically the point here is, the first big point is generalization. So basically what this reviewer is saying is that this article looks at a bunch of amateur choirs, and that's not generalizable to leadership in other settings, right? So you always need to change articles for the sake of reviewers. Always. You can't just say, you're wrong, or if you're saying you're wrong, you cannot just say in the letter, this is why this is worthy research and is generalizable. You need to change the article. But so the idea here is that in the and you cannot just do this on the methods, because nobody reads the methods, and reviewers will think that you're dismissing their point. So I need to put something like this in the introduction for sure, and maybe, sorry about that, just having one coffee today. Maybe at the end of the discussion as well. I mean, it needs to be in the meat. You need to show respect to reviewers, even if you don't feel like their reviews treat your methods with the care that they deserve. But these are still people that, grudgingly or not, are trying to give you some feedback on the work you have done, and they're getting nothing in return, right? So generalization, I mean, this is something that, as a qualitative researcher, I've discussed countless times. So it's okay. So basically this is about, it's a relatively quick change. So that'll be okay, doable. Now here's a second, which is a trickier one. Which is basically, papers can only be so long, and when you're doing, and also you only have so much time. So when you are doing a literature review, when you're writing the theory section and you're drawing existing theory, the easiest thing to do is to pick up an intersection. Okay, what do I mean by an intersection? So this is about retention and performance, and these are huge literatures. So it's impossible to write a theory section on both, right? Impossible. So what I did is I looked at the intersection, and the reviewers are saying, no, you need to review both literatures, and obviously that's undoable. There's I cannot do that in a single paper, right? So what I will do is I will basically look for the most recent literature reviews on these topics, and slide them in the paper, and work from there. That's as much as I can do, because if you think about a paper for a reader, right? I mean, you need to help the reader sort of parse your argument. If you give the reader two literature reviews on two different topics, you'll leave the connections to the reader. You need to make the connections. So the easiest thing is to look at the literature in both topics, right? So that'll be a little bit more work, but not crazy. And then there's this bunch of things from on reliability and so on. This will be tricky. So this is the challenge of this review letter, and I have to tell you, I haven't gotten one of these in a while, which is, it's a review letter that is relatively critical of qualitative methods as a methodology, okay, in a second round of revise and resubmit, because normally you get that in the first round, and then you either solve the problem, get rejected. But I actually didn't get any of this in my first round. Okay, so this is is the second round. So I'm really tempted to withdraw this paper, but but this is not major writing. It's just a very careful crafting of the paper mixed with letters to reviewers. So yeah. Now here, writing the letters to the reviewers is going to be important. I can just write letters as you normally do, with like point 1, point 2, point 3, point 4, and go from there, right? I need to write these letters in a way that, knowing that the reviewers are not going to read all of the letter, that at the beginning, there's some sort of summary or punchy point that shows that I took their feedback seriously and I was able to work around it. Okay, so I think I'll get down to this. We've gone on for 15 minutes, so I'll leave it at that. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll just check if there are any questions. Otherwise, I'll see you guys tomorrow. No questions, there you go.